What is up guys, and welcome back to another TBC Classic gold farming video. Today we're checking out a leveling gold farm in Nagrand that you can do from level 65 or maybe 66 and above, and you can make a lot of gold with this farm. Now this is one of those gold farms that I tested out on the TBC Beta, and I was looking forward to this one, but I didn't think it would be this good. The prices of Primal Shadow, yes, we're farming Primal Shadow, the prices of Primal Shadow is actually way higher than I would have thought. There's so many good places to farm Primal Shadow that I thought the price would tank, but it seems like the demand is actually meeting the supply right now, so the price stays somewhat high. On my server, Primal Shadows are selling for 25 gold each, making this a really good gold farm. So let's talk about the farm. So the farm itself is located in Nagrand. It's located right here around the Oshu gun. I have talked about this before, it's a very known farm, so it's nothing new really, but I want to present you guys with my results, and also, this farm is a lot better than I thought it would be, so it is definitely worth talking about. So the location is right here. Now personally what I do is just run laps around the Oshu gun, but I'll talk about that in a second, but basically they spawn all the way around here, so keep that in mind. Now they are level 66-ish, and there's tons of competition right now. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, by the way. Yeah, Twitch link down below if anyone else wants to follow as well. Yes, here you can see one mob right there, level 65, so you can definitely go here at level 65 and start farming. But right now, you can see there's a lot of competition. There's so many mobs are dead, and when I was farming, we were at least 6 people farming here, and even so, I still made way over 200 gold per hour from this farm, even with that much competition. And I've only been farming here for half an hour, and this is what I've gotten so far. I basically got myself 4 Primal Shadow, because I have 40 emotes. I also have half a Primal Air, and just in Primal Shadow I made 100 gold in half an hour. Then you also have modes of air. Primal Air is selling for 40 gold right now, so that's another 20 gold, so 120 gold. You have some vendor stuff as well, about 10 gold in vendor stuff. Roughly 10 gold in vendor stuff. We got almost 5 stacks of Netherweave, they are selling for 4 gold each. That's another 20 gold as well, so 150 gold. We have these, which you can turn in 20 of them for a daily quest or a repeatable quest for 5 additional gold that I'll show you at the end if we currently control Hala, which we do. Absolutely perfect. So all in all combined, I made 155 gold in half an hour, which is not bad at all considering it's a level 65 place. And if you're playing the right class, you can farm these at the same efficiency that I was farming them at. So you can make 300 gold per hour at level 65 or 66, and do that while leveling. Now obviously, if you grind mobs while leveling, you will level a slight bit slower than you would if you were questing or doing dungeons, but you will make a lot of gold while doing it. And just, let's put it like this, if you stay here for 10 hours, you will probably get like 1.5 level, maybe 2 levels, depending on how much RestedXP you have, and you will also make between 2,000 and 3,000 gold. If we take the average between 200 and 300, that is 250, giving you, in 10 hours, 1.5 to 2 levels, and also 2,500 gold. That is half of the gold you need for epic flying, and you are making it while also leveling. And leveling and making gold at the same time is the best of both worlds if you ask me. So let's just take a look at the competition. There's so many people doing this. First of all, it's a quest, so a lot of people are doing it for their quest, but there's also tons of people running around and farming them. It is a very popular location, it's a very known location, but even with this amount of people, I farmed for 30 minutes and I made 155 gold. Lots of Primal Shadow. And here's what I did. When a lot of people are farming these, they have a very high spawn rate, so they spawn faster the more people kill them. At least I believe so, because they spawn super fast. So for example, I saw a lot of people were focusing on these acre fields right here, where you see a lot of them spawning. So what I did was I went back here on the back side of Oshu gun and focused on this place. Right here you have one spawn spawning about here, you have another spawn about here, which this guy just killed. You have one spawn up here as well, this one is dead, you can see him. You have another spawn up here, you have another spawn right here as well, where this guy is. You have another spawn right here. Basically you have about 8 to 9 spawns that you can control, very close to each other on the backside, which is what I did because there was less competition, as a lot of people are focusing on the front side because, well, it has more mobs. but it's also more competition. So I just focused on the backside, but I also did some laps. So every now and then you got a lot of mobs. Right here there can spawn like a bunch of them. But even on the backside, you could kill all 9 of these spawns, and they just kept instantly respawning, because a lot of people are doing them. Right here you can see a couple of them, and I'm farming as a boomkin. I'm not sure if farming as a boomkin for this is better than being a feral, but what I will say is boomkin has a lot of burst damage compared to feral, I believe, and they can also pull 2 at a time, kill them super fast. You can just see I got 2 emotes of Shadow. You also get some raw gold as well from the farm. I believe I got 10 gold raw as well from half an hour, so that is 20 gold per hour extra in just a raw looted gold as well. So I actually made more than 155, I made like 165 if we count everything. So 2 extra emotes right there as well, and over here as well. The one downside of being a boomkin is you will have to do some mana breaks every now and then, so you need to make sure you have some drinks in your banks, which is where being a feral might be better, because in that case you can just chain pull all the time, and it becomes super easy. So there is one more thing about the farm that I want to show you guys as well, and that is the Hala tokens, or basically the crystal powder sample that I was talking about, which is this one, where you may turn in 20 of these items into the Chief Researcher Cartos at Hala if the Alliance controls the base, and by doing that you get yourself a Hala research token, as well as some gold, so let's go and do that. So basically, if you manage to get yourself 20 of these or more of them, you can have 100 of them at a time. So you can, for example, I got 20 of them in half an hour, so that would be 40 an hour. Farming for 2.5 hours should give you about 100 of them. You can then go to this guy, as long as your faction controls Hala. You just right click him, turn in the quest. You get 2 gold and 90 silver, which is just extra from the farm itself. And you also get a Hala research token. And that Hala research token can be handed in for a lot of different things. You can get like different designs for example, jewel crafting right there, alchemy right here. You can also buy yourself some gear pieces too, which requires both battle tokens and research tokens. So you can get your character geared up super fast, and you will get some easy resilience, as well as some actual damage and healing as well. So it's a very easy way of gearing up your character. You can also see Hala research token. If you have 8 of them, you can buy yourself an 18 slot bag, which is basically for free since you just pay in tokens, and you can get those tokens from this farm. So you can get yourself one 18 slot bag pretty much for free just by having the tokens. And that's pretty much it. That is what you can buy with the tokens. I'm just going to keep this one, put it in the bank. And that is pretty much exactly what you get from the farm. You get a lot of Primal Air or Mote of Air, as long as you do the outside, because there are some air elementals spawning on the outer sides of the Oshu gun. But I mainly focus on the Primal Shadow, because they are worth so much right now, selling for 25 gold each Primal. Now, Primal Air is selling for 40, but that is way cheap for Primal Air in my opinion, so I focus on the Primal Shadow. But that is it for the farm, guys. Go and test it out for yourself, let me know how it goes. Leave a comment down below, leave a like as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.